There is a super cool detail in this room that you probably missed, but I'm getting ahead of myself. DK's Treehouse is back in Donkey Kong Bananza, but it's super easy to miss. First, you're going to want to look for this challenge door in Hilltop Layer SL200. It's the one appropriately called Nostalgia Country, as the entire thing is a throwback to the original Donkey Kong Country. But you can easily miss the most important part being DK's home, as you have to chunk jump and climb up to it. And yeah, that sure is DK's house alright. Here's how it looks stacked up to the original game from over 30 years ago. And as you can see, it's pretty close. It's still made of wood, though the planks are a little bit bigger now, and the DK sign suspended by a pole is back too. Though this time it actually swings. Though oddly, the nearby window has gone missing, and there's no banister around the patio too. This high quality render offers a better look at those same details, and also stacks up a little bit better to the Switch 2's nearly 4K visuals. Oh, and who knew that DK's house was supposed to have a door on it? But Bananza isn't actually the first time that this same house has reappeared, as Donkey Kong 64 had a very similar design too, including again that same DK sign. And fun fact, this is actually the only time that DK's Treehouse is actually a treehouse. In any case, you might be thinking, hey, what about Donkey Kong Country Returns? Didn't that have DK's house too?
Good guess, but actually no.
The thing is, starting with that game, DK's house was fundamentally redesigned to resemble more of a straw hut than a treehouse. And that's the design they've stuck with ever since, through Mario Kart, Tropical Freeze, and even the Mario movie. So that's why it's so fun to see the classic design back in DK Bananza. And of course, as in the other DK games, we can go inside too. And once again, it looks pretty similar. Although there is a concerning lack of bananas now, except of course for the giant one near the ceiling, which itself is a reference to the red life balloon you could find in the same spot in the original game, which in both cases you can reach via the rubber tire embedded in the floor. Although it does bug me that the one in Bananza doesn't rebound at all. Anyways, this room's even more similar than you might think at first glance, like the centered window along the back wall, along with the table to the left, and then DK's bed in the corner. And then in the opposite corner, we can find the same giant tire, along with a nearby beach ball. And if we look at the ceiling, we can even find a gap between the planks in the same spot. So it's pretty cool to see how much care went into recreating DK's house. But there are some notable missing details, like the picture of Candy Kong. Uh-oh, did they break up?
Drama!
And the weird sailboat aquarium's also gone missing. I hope that fish is okay. At least we had this really cute picture in its place, showing Donkey, Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky all having a good time, except for maybe Cranky there. There's some other fun new details too, like the barrels lying around, the toy Rambi on the table, the toy minecarts on the shelf carrying a couple bananas, and it's led by the same train thing that DK can catch a ride on later. On top of what has to be my favorite new detail being this TV here. And no, not because I'm addicted to the TV or anything, but because it's a direct reference to the one that appeared in the Smash Bros. Trailer for King K. Rool. I mean, it's red, got a pair of old school dials, it's got the rabbit ears, and it's sitting on a little table. That is kind of an insane detail to reference, as that TV has never appeared in the series itself until now. And no, the one found in Donkey Kong Country Returns is not the same, as it's clearly a different model. So that's pretty much it for the house itself, unless you want to count the odd hanging silverware and the feather dusters by the door? Who knew DK could be so clean? Oh yeah, and you can destroy the entire place now too. You can even take out the DK sign. Somehow, I don't think those feather dusters are quite enough to clean up this mess. Now there may be another fun detail just outside, as do you remember that portal that we entered this challenge room through? Well, it's located exactly where we'd expect to find the banana horde from the original game. And not only that, but the way you enter through it is just like how you enter the first stage in Donkey Kong Country. Now while we're out here, this entire stage is of course a love letter to the original game. Now even though it's not a direct recreation of any one stage, it does directly reference multiple other things from that game beyond just a treehouse. Of course, there's a jungle backdrop which is entirely on point, especially with a multi-layered background featuring the exact same gradient. Then of course there's a barrel blasting sequences, even featuring alternate secret routes. And then there's the iconic arrow signs and the exit signs that appear at the end of the level. But then there's also a few more subtle callbacks too, like how this hidden underground area is evocative of the secret caves in the original game. And did you catch the super secret blast barrel hidden off screen if you climb above the exit? It doesn't really do all that much, but it is a fun throwback to the very similar barrel cannons you can find hidden in the original game. So there you have it, a way too in-depth look at the nostalgic throwback to Donkey Kong Country and DK Bananza, coming at you from a long-time Donkey Kong Country fan. So thanks for watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll catch you later. Bye everyone!